Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Jamar84 here again, and we're here with another VGC review for VGC Atlanta, Season 10, Episode 5. So, let's just get it started. So, the episode opens up with Stephanie being all paranoid and shit. She's thinking there's a ghost in the house. They name the ghost Bob for some reason. She says, I feel like there's a dark presence around me, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you crazy. In the event, all the girls go to see this psychic woman, and Valentina and, what's that girl name? Alicia, they go in first, and she was like, oh, it's like, what is your name? I was like, Alicia. I was like, okay, yeah, I felt like it started with an A. And he said, you're not from America, are you? She was like, no. She was like, are you from the West Indies? Valentina looked like the West Indies, girl, she tried it. Basically, they didn't really say too much to Valentina and Alicia, but when Stephanie and Shannon came in, they was telling them about Bob and the supernatural events that have been occurring thus far, and he basically said that he was attracted to Jennifer's body and Shannon's mind, I guess. Whatever. Shannon had a question for the psychic. He wanted to ask them, should I trust any of the girls here? And basically the psychic was like, no, you shouldn't trust them. In so many words, he said you shouldn't trust them. So they leave the psychic, and when they get back to the house, they decide to initiate Jennifer into the Bad Girls Club by pulling their first prank on her, which included, you know, the typical old school, you know, putting the whipped cream in the hand while they sleep and around their nose and wiping on their face and da-da-da-da. So I think they tickled her with a little string or something, and they made her wake up and she wiped all over her face. All the girls laughed, all the girls got their life and kiki caca. So after they finished doing their confessions and whatnot, talking about, you know, I hope the new girl is positive, I hope she's this, I hope she's that, I hope she's pretty, they all decide to go go-kart riding. Now while they're out go-kart riding, you know, they're riding around, they're laughing, they're having fun. For some reason, Stephanie's coochie is seen in the camera and they have to blur it out. Her Daisy Dukes must have been like all up in the lips of her couscous, that's all I'm gonna say. So while the girls are out, Rocky comes in. Rocky she's giving me like an Amazon body shape. Like she's a very well in shape girl, at least from what I can see. She doesn't give me Shannon. She's not Shannon man-ish, you know, none of that going on. She's just, you know, like a tall, you know, in shape female, we're just gonna call her that. And when Rocky gets into the house, Rocky hits the ground running, okay? She walks around the house, she's just like, oh my god, these girls are so nasty, these girls are so dirty, this, that, and the fourth. And she's seeing all these dishes in the sink and food and wrappers and stuff everywhere, which it is kind of trifling. I ain't even gonna lie. She wasn't lying there, but what Rocky decides to do is she doesn't even know whose makeup brush she just got. She just picked up any of the girls' makeup brushes and decided to clean, I believe, the brim of the toilet and something on the floor. She just decides to pick up somebody's makeup brush and do, you know, a little home cleaning. I'm like, ooh, you nasty hoe. Ooh, can you, those makeup brushes contain enough bacteria as it is, and now, moving on. So the girls come back while Rocky's in the house, and she's greeting them. She's like, oh, hello. My name is Rocky, aka Raquel, or whatever, however she introduced herself. And so she's shaking each of the girls' hands, and in her mind, she says, she's like, fake bitch, fake smile. And then she got to Shannon, and it was like, there was that one particular person who gave me the strongest handshake and was like, bitch, I'm strong, don't fuck with me, that kind of handshake. So she was like, oh, okay, well, I'll be looking out for your ass. And Alicia goes to the confessional talking about oh, it's not cool that she came to the house while we're gone. Why does it matter? Plenty of girls have come into the house while, you know, the rest of the girls may have been out. Why does it matter that you're gone? And, you know, why does it matter that she comes in while you're gone? I didn't get it. So the girls decide to take Rocky out, you know, kind of get to see how she is when she's drunk, just, you know, see who the real her is. And while they're out, Valentina makes a comment in the confessionals talking about well, I guess while Rocky's out there dancing, and she sees other girls dancing. She's like, why are there so many strippers in the house? Like, this house is just full of strippers. Valentina, you just mad that you can't make it rain. You just mad because you can't shake not a damn thing. So while they're out, Jennifer finds this girl named Callie, the stud or whatever, and you know, she's checking around, and they all lovey-dovey in the club and whatever. Da-da-da-da. I believe Jen says she went to the bathroom, and when she came the fuck back, Rocky was bent over, humping, gyrating, and jiggling all over Callie, and Jen's like, what the fuck? Like, you just saw, you know, me kicking it with this girl, and here you gonna sit here and throw the box at her like this? So disrespectful. So the girls get home, and then this is the setup of the epic, well, not even epic, because this was dumb as fuck, this whole Hot Pocket situation. So the girls come home, Jen prepares herself a pizza, I guess that they kept referring to it as a pizza roll, pizza flavored Hot Pocket. So I guess she sets it down and goes off somewhere, and while she's gone, Rocky decides, you know, come take a bite, take a big ass bite. Shut up. So she takes a bite, and then Jen comes back, and just all hell breaks loose. Now, you know what? I will agree with Jen in the sense that I don't like when people eat my food. I hate that shit. Do not, if I don't make it for you and don't say specifically that you can get a piece of my food, don't eat that shit. All my friends know that I'm very stingy about my food. I like to eat. I may not look like it, but I love to eat. So Jennifer finds out that Rocky done told a piece of her eye pocket, and she's like, why did you eat my Hot Pocket? That was my Hot Pocket. You gonna make me another one? You gonna make me another one? I'm like, I mean, I get it, but you're doing a little too much. You're doing a little too much for me right now. So after that situation that Jen had with Rocky in the kitchen, Paula decides to give her little 2 cents and talk about why would you buy somebody's food? Why would you steal somebody's food? Da 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 da. Paula's basically giving the kind of conversation that I would probably have given. I was like, you don't want to mess with nobody's food. That's just not cool. That's just like out of, you know, common respect. But apparently that's something that this bitch lacks. After I would have thought that this whole Hot Pocket situation had died down, after Rocky had made Jennifer a whole separate new Hot Pocket, here her ass come outside with the Hot Pocket in hand, talking about well, how you gonna steal people's food, da 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 da, basically bringing back the stealing the food thing again, and then decides to mush the, I hope it wasn't hot. If it was hot, Rocky, bitch, you had all the right to slam her head into the concrete. He threw the Hot Pocket and mushed it into her face with the plate, and then tried to walk away. And then Rocky was like, oh hell no, and mushed her up to the point where Jen almost bust her ass. Jen is frail, man. She talk a lot of shit, but she is frail. After Rocky pushes her, Jen tries to get up in, you know, Rocky's face like, what? Da 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 da, and giving all this, you know, all this talk, all this mouth. And then Rocky wasn't too much happy there. Rocky was ready to throw some hands and threw her into the ground. And then they started, you know, tussling a little bit, and then, you know, security came and broke it up. But Jen, Rocky is not the one that you should be playing with. Let Alicia handle that. That's more like Alicia's, you know, cup of tea. So after the girls decide they want to throw, you know, a little pool party or whatever, and then they want to invite some guys over and have some music and da 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 da. And Shannon invites this dude named Jerry, which is her little sugar daddy or whatever, and she wants to come and make it rain. She said, watch all the thirsty hoes, you know, gather the money. So that was kind of funny. So they're having fun and laughing, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, after a while, they started showing clips of Jerry, you know, he was throwing money or whatever. Okay, it was cool for a minute, but then he started getting kind of creepy, and I think Shannon and it looked like it was Shannon and Jennifer that were trying to make out, and it looked like he was trying to get in between and like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not a tri-way kiss, what the fuck? Then, in the middle of the party, out of nowhere, here comes Jennifer again with this food stealing issue shit, and she's all up in Rocky's face again. And in the confessional talks about Rocky is the type of girl that you beat up, and she's like, she's not the type of girl that I would hang out with. She's the type of girl that I would beat up. From what I've observed from your encounters already, Miss Jennifer, she's gonna throw you down and let you have it. So I suggest you back the fuck off. Anyway, she's chastising Jennifer. Well, she's chastising Rocky, and does the ever so played out move of grabbing the girl's mattress, throwing it in the pool. Even Alicia had to clock that team, was like, can we be original? Why can't we do something new like Bad Girl blows up mattress? I was like, you know what? I feel you on that, because every season somebody's mattress has to get thrown in the pool. Probably 2 or 3 people's mattress a season gets thrown in the pool. It's so played out. I wish they would do something else. Set something on fire. I don't know. So after she, grabs her, throws her mattress in the pool, she's throwing beer and stuff all over her face and trying to chug the beer can in her mouth. Rocky threw that shit back at her like, bitch, what the fuck you think you're doing? And then Jen got the damn gall to grab Rocky's by her hair and was yanking and pulling her around. And Rocky was like, okay, we ain't about to fuck with this shit. I believe she kicked her in her stomach or her shin or something. And then that's when, security came and busted it and broke it up. And now all the other girls are looking at Jennifer like, I thought I was crazy, but she takes the fucking cake. So after that little altercation or whatever, they've been separated, and here they come right back again. Rocky pushes Jennifer, and Jen proceeds to, grab her by the bra and is like, doing like this, trying to rip it off. And I'm like, this makes you look kind of weak, because you sit there having the biggest struggle with this little bra. And Rocky's just kind of like letting her do it. She's like, oh, well, my breasts still look great, and what? So after their little, altercation, again, the girls decided, they had to call the party, let the guys know, oh, sorry, our roommate's acting stupid, and, we'll see you guys later, we'll definitely do this again, blah, 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 blah. So while that's happening, Rocky goes upstairs, grabs all of Jennifer's makeups and stuff, and throws it in the toilet. I'm like, ooh. You know what? I like Rocky. She may be a little bit trifling, but you know what? She just ain't taking no shit. And she really hasn't necessarily done anything to you. Yes, she ate your hot pocket, and that was wrong. But for you to fly out the handle like that, I can't really. I'm finding it hard to side with you, Jennifer, because you're doing the ultimate most right now, and you need to bring it back down to 2, because you're like on like a 12 right now. We're gonna close the episode with this issue that arose with Rocky being drunk, and after she was drunk, she wanted to pass out. And of course, her mattress is in the pool now, so she doesn't have a bed to sleep on. So she was sleeping underneath the bed frame, the little metal bed frame. And Shannon took it upon herself to be like, oh no, I don't want her to, be sleeping on this bed frame. I'm gonna put her in my bed. But it just so happened that her sugar daddy, Jerry, was sleeping in that same bed. Now, when they woke up, everybody, saw Rocky laying in the bed with Jerry, and they just assumed that they had sex. And it was like, oh man, how could she do that? Blah, blah, blah. Come on, Rocky, come on, da, 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 da. But then, when it came to the light that Shannon put her there, everybody had a problem. Like, how could you do that? How could you embarrass me like that? You did this on purpose. Da 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 da. And Shannon was like, no, I was just trying to help you. I understand a little bit from both sides, but all the girls are tripping about, oh, if that was a grown ass man, and you put me in the bed with a grown-ass man, that's disrespectful. I don't know him, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, true, but I wouldn't have viewed it like that. I would have viewed it like, she was just trying to make sure she had somewhere to sleep. But then Paula did have a good point. She said, there was her bed, the couch, this, that, and the four. I'm sure, like, I really do not believe that Shannon did that, with a malicious, intention. I believe she really just was like, the first place she thought of was just her own bed, so she didn't want to try to put her in anybody else's bed. I felt that was dumb, that they were just coming down on her hard, especially Paula, coming down on her hard about her putting her in her bed just because it was with this dude. Now that wasn't the best idea, but I mean, I don't think it was done in a malicious way. That's all I'm saying. But that's pretty much the review of the episode, you guys. I'm really enjoying the season so far. I'm glad that Rocky came into the house and kind of, stirred things up, because after, the whole Nikki debacle with, the big-headed toucan, aka Valentina, the house kind of, calmed down. It was kind of, mellow for a while, but this is not done. This is not over. She's not, done you know, shaking the game up. So I hope to see a lot more of her during this this season. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you thumbs up, like, comment, rate, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next week with a new video review. Bye bye.